Hola, buenos dias. I told hubby that we should learn Spanish together so that, now that we've decided to become Punta Cana originals, we should probably learn Spanish. Right? I think that's a great goal. So I want to talk to you a little bit about nutrition. And as always, I'm just telling you the things that I have learned in my time as a coach. Obviously, there are varying things that, based on what you discuss with your doctor or nutritionist, hormones, things of that nature. As someone who struggles with hormone deficiency, I completely understand that. But I think sometimes we can get so bogged down because there's so much information out there as to what's right, how to lose weight, how much should we actually be eating, what's the right macro balance. I think you sometimes just have to really be prayerful about it and ask the good Lord to bring you in the direction of what's going to work for you and your body. But what I want to talk to you a little bit today about is nutrition and the mindset struggle that I have noticed over the past 6 years of coaching. I talk to women all the time that want to learn the basics of nutrition. They want to learn how to fuel their bodies properly so that they can be their healthiest selves, lose weight, get fit, whatever their specific goal may be. But this is what happens. When I tell them they get to eat a ton of food, work out for 30 minutes a day, all of a sudden, all of this paralyzing fear and emotion starts to kick in because society has told us that we should eat less and move more, when in all actuality, that is not the case. The average woman should follow this formula, okay? This is how we determine as far as a range of calories goes within our meal plan. It's based on a 40-30-30 rule. So 40% carbs, 30% lean proteins, and 30% healthy fats. So the formula that we use is your current body weight times 11. If you are exercising, depending on the level of exercise you're doing, the amount of exercise you're doing, the level as far as like how difficult it is, how many days a week, then you add a certain number, 400, or if you're doing, light to moderate exercise, 600 if you're doing like an intense program, 6 days a week, like an hour a day. But for me, I add the 400, and then you subtract, if you want to lose weight, you subtract 750. That gives you a number. So like for me, I think my number is like 1539 or something like that. I haven't weighed myself since I got home from vacation. I've maybe put on a pound, but I doubt it. My body's changing because I'm not moving like I was. But I weigh anywhere between 100 and 174 pounds, somewhere around there. So I know that my calorie bracket is, or my calorie count is 15 something. So that puts me in a bracket according to our program. So I eat a range of 1,500 to 1,800 calories every day. I don't count calories because the way our program is done, it's laid out for us. I know that every day I need to eat 4 cups of vegetables, 3 cups of fruit, 4 3/4 cup servings of lean protein, sometimes more if I'm lifting and I'm really heavy. I will do an extra protein or veggie. I've learned to listen to my body in that situation, but that's the minimum. And then 3 half cup servings of fiber-filled carbohydrates. So beans, potatoes, quinoa, brown rice, whole grain bread, things of that nature. And then we have 3 different varieties of healthy fat. So you have your cheese, your hummus, and your nuts in one. And then you have your seeds, salad dressings in another. And then you have teaspoons, which would be like any nut butters or olive oil, coconut oil, those kinds of things. So I know that I have a certain amount of those that I have to eat as well. So the cool thing about our program being a 40-30-30 is that you have carbs come in the form of fruits and vegetables, in the form of those beans and potatoes. Protein comes from certain carbohydrates, from certain vegetables. So it's based on a range for you. As long as you're eating within those minimums of your calorie bracket, you are going to see results on the scale. But a lot of people are like, I can't eat 1,800 calories a day. Holy moly, Batman. I try to eat like 1,000 calories a day. What happens when you starve yourself is your body knows how many calories it requires a day to function. And for the majority of women, even at rest, you burn 12 to 1,500 calories doing nothing. So if you're only eating 1,000 calories, your body is constantly in starvation mode, and it has to go somewhere to find the nutrients that it needs in order to function. So it's going to reproduce the fat cells already living in your body, which is why starving yourself, it may work for a certain amount of time, but pretty soon your body's going to catch up to what it's doing. God created our bodies so intricately. They know what they are doing far more than what the brain between our ears tells us. My girl Mary, I can't remember what she told me. I think she eats a range of either of 2,000 to 2,200 calories a day. That girl's lost at least 60 pounds. So less is not more. And she's working out anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes a day at this point, I believe. So less is not more when it comes to calories. You need the right balance and the right amount of nutrients in order to function properly. If something is leading you to eliminate any kind of food group that grows in the ground, that is a direct indication that it's not leading you to fix the things in your brain that led you to either substantial weight gain or those unhealthy mindset practices that you've built up along the way. We have such an incredible responsibility to prayerfully lean in to the food choices that we make every day. That comes from building self-discipline. And if you say that you have Jesus in your heart, you have all the fruits of the Spirit that he had when he died on the cross. And self-discipline is one of those. And that comes with making a small daily change. That doesn't come with changing all of the things at once. That comes with just maybe starting your day with prayer and asking him to lead and guide you in the decisions that you make when it comes to food. Maybe that is cleaning out your pantry. Maybe that means stop buying all the junk that you know that you can't stay away from. Maybe that means sitting down and having a serious conversation with people in your household about the new path that you're going to take, because it's really a blessing for all of you when you start to eat healthy. So less is not more when it comes to food and exercise. If you're not exercising, you can take that same formula, your current weight times 11, okay? And then that gives you a number, and then you can just subtract 750 from that. But you should always, if your number comes up less than 1,200, then you should always eat a minimum of 12 to 1,500 calories a day. That puts you in a different bracket range. So let's see, what is it? See if I can remember. I think it's 3 veggies, 2 fruits, 4 proteins, 2 carbs, and then the healthy fat, 3 different brackets there. So there is such, like, you need to burn 7,000 calories to lose 2 pounds a week. A pound of fat is 3,500 calories. So if you do the math, you don't need to eat at a huge deficit, but there does need to be a deficit there. This math part of weight loss is actually a simple formula. It's this that we need to work on. It's not elimination. It's not a diet. It's not working out 2 hours a day, and eating 1,000 calories. That's not it. If you've ever done those things like I have done, you may see results at first, but eventually they're going to stop. You're going to plateau, and you're going to wonder why now all of a sudden you're not seeing the results that you were seeing before. Your body knows what she's doing. Trust her, okay? People who are smarter than you created programs for you. That's why I love what we do. I get to encourage my clients and our customer team, our fit family, our fit community. I get to encourage them in the things that are actually important, like mindset healing. And we just have the blessing of all of these people who are smarter than us, who have degrees that we don't have, that study nutrition and the way that a woman's body works, a man's body works, that put these programs together for us. And if you follow them, if you trust the process and get out of your own way, get out of your head enough to say, you know what, I'm going to go in for 30 days and just do this thing and see what happens, you're going to see results. I remember when I first fully committed to this program, I lost 7 pounds in a week. I had a lot of weight to lose. That's not the typical. The more weight you have to lose, the more you're going to lose in the first week. That's the cool part. And a lot of times you're eating more food. So let me just say that I promise you there's a better way. I promise you that counting calories, starving yourself, and droning along endlessly on a treadmill for an hour and not eating the calories that your body needs, there's a better way to exercise. There's a better way to weight loss. It starts with prayer. It starts with finding a group of people who value the things that you value, who want to break the strongholds that maybe you have in common. While we're all different, a lot of us have similar strongholds that we're trying to break. You don't have to starve yourself. You shouldn't starve yourself. You should not be eliminating carbohydrates from your diet. I cannot stress this enough. Your kidneys can fail and you can die. Like, it is not sustainable. It is not good for you. And while you may see weight loss at first, like I did, eventually the headaches are going to come. The brain fog is going to come. You're not going to be able to sustain that, and the weight's going to come back. And I don't know about you, but cupcakes and the occasional cocktail are worth far more to me than trying to eliminate something that I know that I love and enjoy on occasion. And that's just not a way that I want to live, and I imagine that you probably don't either. So I just wanted to share a little bit of that with you. That is one thing that new people in our group really struggle with, is eating all of the food and trusting that this process actually works. But millions upon millions of people have had success with this program from eating a lot of food and working out 30 minutes a day. It's not that complicated. We've just got to rein in our thoughts and really just commit to something that could potentially change our lives. So if you need some help, if you want some info, let me know. God bless.